See, I know what you're thinking. I want to go down and I want to immerse myself in the culture and I want to learn the language and I just want to be one of them. I want to fade away and disappear into that culture because I just want to absorb it all and I want to experience all that. And I get it, but it's not practical. It's not realistic. You're not from this culture. Your expectation you're setting for yourself is simply not realistic. Now, if you've lived here for 10 or 15 years, you slowly accumulate that kind of identity. That's one thing. But to come down and say, like people say to me, I want to live like the locals. I mean, that instantly tells me you don't know what the hell you're talking about because what locals do you mean? I've had people say, well, I don't want to live in a high rise. I want to live like the locals. Well, in my last high rise, 360, there's a couple hundred condos in it. I was the only gringo. So who are all these other people? Well, guess what? They're locals. Who do you think live in? There's hardly any of us in Armenia, Colombia. And so who's living in all of these high rises? Who's driving all of these new cars all over the place? Those are locals. It's like if you what you really mean is I want to go live in poverty. I want to struggle. I want to live in a crappy apartment. I want to eat rice every day, all day long. That's fine. You can do that. But I doubt that's what you mean. You've got this fantasy that drives this. It's in the United States, you see it with American Indians. I have a pretty close association with some tribes in the United States, American Indians. And I can tell you that this idea that they kind of got it all figured out and, they're in touch with the spirit world and all, it's all a crock. It is not what you picture it to be. They don't have all the answers, and everything they do is not the right way to do things. It's a dream. It's a dream world that, is fed by Hollywood. It's not the reality. If your motivation to come here is about, getting back to nature and, living like the natives,